What up, nation? We got some WWE 2K22 news for you guys. And there's also something I gotta tell you guys that nobody else in the community is really saying like that. So I figured I might as well open my big mouth and tell you guys what I think about the game. So let's go ahead and get into it. Slayer. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button, because if you don't, you have a very high chance of being a simp. And you don't want to be a simp for someone who's not going to simp back for you. Luckily, the Prez got your back and he's always showing love. So go ahead and join in and hit that notification bell so you get notified for more of my videos. Let's go. Alright, so for starters, before we even get into what I want to talk about, let's go ahead and talk about something very important that you guys might have missed. WWE 2K22 official Twitter account has been releasing a lot of good information that you guys might not know. Oh yeah, by the way, Randy Orton confirmed. I mean, duh, like why wouldn't he be? There's some awesome stuff that they're planning on doing with this up and coming game. Like for instance, they showed off a video showing their brand new scanning rigs. They have 80 4K, maybe even higher than 4K, maybe even 8K cameras, and all new software to help map everything and basically make a 3D sculpture, 3D model of each and every person that they face scan from here on out. Now the thing is, not only do they have one rig for it, but I believe they have three. They have one in Orlando, they have one in Tampa, and they have one in California. And we already got some confirmed people, of course. We got Cesaro, we got Rey Mysterio, we got Bailey, who was actually the one who came through and helped test all this stuff out to make sure the new rig was working. We also got Booker T, we got Ric Flair, and of course, did I say Randy Orton already? Yeah, Randy Orton. My thing with this is that they're scanning them at their current look, and I'm hoping like maybe they can use those models as like managers or something, but I really want to see young Ric Flair. I really want to see in his prime Booker T. You know what I'm saying? No offense to the legends, of course, but you know, that's who I want to play as. I want to play as the younger ones. So hopefully the art team goes in there and they fix up the faces and make them look beautified when it comes to some of the older superstars that are going to be in the game. And they also showed off some of their software where they're basically showing how entrances are developed and how they're put together. This one is Rey Mysterio's right here, if you can tell, and it looks pretty nice. It's very accurate, it's very true to life. I'm hoping they get a lot more entrances renewed for this up and coming game. I'm really hoping to see new Randy Ortons. I'm hoping to see Jeff Hardy's. I'm hoping to see a lot of new and updated entrances. I mean, I also want some of those placeholder ones. You know, some of the ones that they have little Easter egg names for, like when they had Austin Aries and stuff like that. I would like to see more of those. Even, I mean, give me 30 of them. You know, how many did they used to do? They used to do 30. I used to like using the Jay Lethal one. I still would use the Jay Lethal one if it's still in the game. So hopefully it is. And here's another tweet that a lot of people might have missed. It was actually 10 days ago, man. My man Jet Darby, Jet Hawk, he tweeted out, "I'm quite liking everything so far. Well done, guys. Also, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot about Creative Superstar, Arena, Championship, and Universe mode, if anything. But I'm also interested in if there's going to be more cutscenes and such." I said the same thing in my wishlist video. I would love to see more cutscenes for the Universe mode. And the WWE 2K account replied, "We're definitely aiming to keep our create modes as detailed as in the past. We want to give our creators lots of room to express their creativity." So for any of those people who hate when sports games every year they take out features, they take out content and then replace them a couple years later and be like brand new, it looks like they're not going to be doing this. And this is what I want to get to for a lot of you detractors out there for WWE 2K22. And it's understandable. A lot of people don't like 2K. I understand people don't like 2K, but let's not take away from the fact that yeah, you might not like the company, but they make good games every once in a while. I'll die on this hill and say WWE 2K19 was the best wrestling game in possibly the last 15, almost 20 years. I mean, ever. If some people want to put it in that category, they can. Now we go from what a lot of people look at as a disaster with WWE 2K20, and they jump over to WWE 2K22. I can see why a lot of you guys are skeptical. My thing is, It's out there in the news outlets. It's out there for the public to read. You can research this. Yuke's almost halfway, maybe even before halfway through the development cycle of 2K20, up and left. I don't know what happened. I still, I'm not a developer, but we know that Yuke's was very important. They had all the gear, they had all the tech, they had most of the funding, they had all the formats, the planning, everything, and they up and left halfway through. I'll be like, you not really knowing, how to build a house. You know how to put some windows up, you know how to do the ground, but you don't know how to put the foundation and all that. But they put the foundation together and they're like, all right, you got to do the roof and the windows and all that, and they bounced. And I'm not saying that's how it went, but I'm saying imagine you being in that spot and there's a deadline for this house, so now I gotta try to make it look somewhat like a house within this short time period. That's basically what WWE 2K20 was. But within saying that, let's also look at what WWE 2K20 was. I mean, let's be real. It wasn't a horrible foundation. You guys can hate on me, you can agree with me on this, but look at WWE 2K15. That was considered a foundational game because that was on a brand new engine, that was on a brand new graphics system. Everything was brand new. They had to start from scratch on WWE 2K15. And to me, WWE 2K15 was the worst wrestling game I've ever played. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You saw what WWE 2K15 was, and you saw what it became from 15 through 19, right? That was a pretty good progression because 19 was a really good game. Now, let's look at what the basis, the foundation is for 20. If this was level 1 and you can only go up from here, I expect a good product, especially with 2 years behind the development. Come on now, it's just me using my common sense. Now, am I saying that this new game is going to be great? No, but I'm saying you guys got a lot to work with here, you know what I mean? So it's only right that what they do for their next game, for 2K22, should really be a great product. Now, the one thing that is going to be hindering it, and it's not the developer's fault, is the fact that WWE released all of these great superstars, so now the roster is not going to look as appealing as some of the previous titles. Luckily, the Creation Suite, we already know a lot of us are going to be putting in work. Us, the creators out here, we're going to be putting in work to help bolster that Creation Suite, so we have some very accurate creative wrestlers for us to use. But all in all, I'm just trying to say, don't lose faith if you were losing faith, because I feel like in my heart of hearts, it's going to be a nice entry into the WWE 2K series. Who knows, might even be the best one. When's the last time they got a 2-year break? But all in all, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you guys are optimistic, pessimistic, sodomistic. I'm just kidding, please don't. Ew. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other videos and my live streams. I was live streaming this weekend, and I was actually on Twitch. I was playing Knockout City, I believe. That game's pretty dope. And of course, Mass Effect. I've been playing those games heavy for the past week or so. But other than that, I will talk to your ugly, sexy face later. This has been your President Q. Stay creative. And I'm out of here. Peace.